Speech is the blessing bestowed only upon humans by the Almighty, and the power of words, as stated by great minds, is the mightiest energy one beholds. Words aren't merely a mode of communication, but what we speak and the way we speak affects the mind of the listener to a great deal. Words can stir the feeling of hope, satisfaction, happiness, joy, love, and harmony, whereas also fear, anger, depression, hatred, jealousy, enmity, and destruction can be ignited by words.
The first word is Om. Om is the signature of God. It's not even a complete word, it's only the energy of a word. Because every word has their own energy. Om has the highest energy. Om is the energy. It is the highest. It is the most beautiful, and it's full of divine grace and values. So anyone chanting the Om or listening to the Om word, he naturally gets a whole lot of divine virtues inside him, and he naturally becomes a little more enlightened than he was before. Little by little he keeps getting enlightened.
The fourfold nature of Om is represented in the symbol of Om, which consists of 4 curves and 1 circle. The 4 curves represent the states of consciousness, and the circle represents the self. The lower curve represents the waking state, the middle curve, the dream state, the upper curve, the deep sleep state. The semicircle detached from these 3 represents the transcendental state, while the circle above all is the witnessing self or the supreme self. At the time when earth had not witnessed any word and the entire universe was quiet, Lord Shiva played his damru. Then evolved this mantra from which all the ancient languages were formed. These were the first words of the universe, the Nad Brahma.
All the mantras are divine words because when the rishis used to sit in meditation, then from the sky they used to get the mantras. It's not a fabrication of the mind. It's not a fabrication of any writer or author. It comes straight from the sky. So they sit, they connect, they look upwards beyond heaven, and all these words come dripping from heaven and from beyond heaven, from Krishna's feet, right into their heart. Now when these words, the magic words which are called mantras, they come into the heart of a rishi, they get completely charged over there, and then the rishi passes it on to people like you and I, who are so entangled in materialism that there is no other way to get out except through the divine words. So the rishis give us these gifts. For example, the Gayatri Mantra. It is a gift from Vishwamitra to us. It was a gift from the father to Vishwamitra, gift from Vishwamitra to the disciple, and the disciple gets these lovely words, he chants, and all his problems get solved, his heart gets clean, and his spirituality becomes really enlightened.
When a person chants holy mantras or even repeats the name of God, the body releases an opiate-like chemical called serotonin, which has proved to help maintain the feeling of happiness and keep our moods under control by helping with sleep, calming anxiety, and relieving depression.
Yogis perform is number 1, repeating the name of God. That gives them such a big spiritual enlightenment that it spreads in the whole environment. So anyone repeating the holy name becomes a saint, even if he is, like for example Valmiki. Valmiki was a murderer, he was a thief, and when he started to chant the holy name, and in fact his guru said to him, chant the holy name of Ram. And he said, hey Gurudev, I don't even know how to chant, I am so evil, I won't be able to chant this name. So the Guru said to him, chant Mara, Mara, Mara. And when he started chanting Mara, 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 it became Ram, Ram, Ram. And he became, today, the Ramayana which he has written is the most read holy book in the whole world. So imagine from what to what it becomes when you put the energy of the divine word and you chant it and repeat it, the whole environment gets filled with divinity.
Sir? Sir, may
Come
I...
in.
Sir, my project.
Where the heck is the PR report in this?
Sir, I'll get you the report tomorrow, but this is the project I've been working on for the past 5 months, sir.
What project, Sumer? Get me the damn PR report.
Sir. Okay, sir. Son of a bitch! What does he think of himself? Bastard! One day I'm gonna screw his neck. Asshole. Fuck him!
Swearing has a pain lessening effect by triggering an emotional and a physical response. It taps into the limbic system, the center for emotion and motivation in the brain. Words with negative connotations produce a limbic reaction with deleterious effect on one's performance. On the contrary, positive and encouraging terms produce a positive limbic reaction with many attendant benefits.
Cursing makes all the difference because we must remember that every curse comes right back to us, magnified. So any word spoken, any evil word spoken, any curse word, any nasty word spoken, it's going to travel the whole universe and come back and bombard us right at that time when we are really desperate, when we can't handle it. So it's very, very, in fact in Kali Yuga the most important thing is silence or sweet words, just these two. Beyond this, anything spoken gets a massive energy behind it and it comes and it lands on us and then we fall so flat we don't know how to get up. So it's very, very important. It is the single most important thing to speak the right word, encouraging, sweet and uplifting. Beyond words, where we wear an armor of love, so much love that any word comes towards us and just gets dissolved in that love. It has no power to terrorize us or it has no power to even uplift us because we are completely uplifted. We remain in love, we eat in love, sleep in love, we look around in love and we are always embraced by the divine arms that is beyond words, that cannot be spoken about, it cannot be shown, it cannot be shared. It's an experience where all words dissolve into the one, into the power, into the loving energy.
शब्दों के जंगल में तू क्यों फंसा है रे, परब्रह्म के रस से तेरा नस नस रमा है रे। मान अपमान होता कहाँ रे, ये तो है शब्दों की पकड़। मान अपमान होता कहाँ रे, ये तो है शब्दों की पकड़। भले बुरे शब्द तुझे हिला दे, इतना तू नहीं है कमजोर। ओम में खोकर ओम में रम कर, ओम में मिलना है शब्दों